I became knowledgeable about the Offshore Wind Accelerator and its role in offshore wind, I think, all the way as far back as 2010. When we understood that offshore wind could play a major role in the U.S. However, we had no idea how to start such an industry in the U.S. The industry from Europe talked about the importance of the Offshore Wind Accelerator, especially in driving down costs. When I set out to try to convince a large state in the U.S. that they should take offshore wind seriously, my first trip was to the Carbon Trust, as well as to the Crown Estate, and really wanting to understand how did you build this industry and what lessons can we take back to the U.S. To persuade people that this is something that can be done and can be actually done cost effectively. And we right now at the beginning of the offshore wind industry really need these kinds of collaborative models such as the Carbon Trust, joint industry and partnerships with government. We have a number of hurdles that we need to cross. We've actually outperformed ourselves in the United States by creating a market size of, or a visible market of 10 gigawatts of offshore wind in the next 12 years, but now we have to deliver in the U.S. on that. And so how are we going to continue to drive costs down? What are the areas in which industry can collaborate with government? And we are happy to say that the U.S. Department of Energy earlier this year created an R&D consortium with the federal government Department of Energy. It is with the New York State Energy Research and Development Authority, as well as a group of developers in the U.S. That will really, I think, work a lot in the same model as the Carbon Trust. And we're really glad that the Carbon Trust is also a partner on that project and on the board of it. So we're really, again, continuing to take the model of the Carbon Trust, not only what it is that we've learned from it already, but now how can we actually adapt and create something similar in the U.S. that will continue to drive this industry forward.